Dragon Feather, and I'm here to talk about religious tolerance and how important it is. A lot of people make really rash and general judgments or statements based on a religious group, or any group for that matter. It's just human nature. You can't really avoid it. It's going to happen. But a lot of people, when you hear about Christians, they're like, oh, you're a terrible person because, you tell everyone else that they're going to hell and blah, 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 blah. And, like, when you hear, oh, you're pagan, oh, you're so different, you're, like, the devil worshiper and blah, 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 blah. It's just like, oh, you're atheist, you don't care about anything, like, what's wrong with you? You must be depressed. Like, all of that. Like, it's just, it's stupid. It is so stupid. Rawr. But, if someone's talking to you about their religion, that means they're comfortable with you. I'm just saying, it means they're comfortable with you and they're trying to make a point. And instead of being offended by them talking about their religion, you should be honored for them to be so, open with you, Even if they barely know you, you should be like, wow, this person really feels comfortable enough to talk to talk to me about this. But if someone approaches you, and people see my pentacle all the time and ask me what it is, and they're like, oh, what does it mean? Are you a devil worshiper? And I just explain it to them like it's no big deal. And if I act like it's no big deal, then they'll feel like it's no big deal. If I'm like, no, I'm not a devil worshiper, then they'll be like, ooh, devil worshiper. Like, they'll just get that vibe from you. So if you have a calm and composed attitude about people accosting you, doing, saying, oh, you, stuff like that, just be like, no, this is what it is, this is what I believe, and that's my story, kind of thing. And leave it at that. Don't be like, oh, Christians are so evil because they, take care of us or whatever. I mean, take care of us because they, taken over us, or taken over, or something. It's not a big deal. And when someone else is talking to you about their religion, I have a really hard time with it sometimes. I have a really hard time with people who are like, God this, God that, God will save us all, it's just black and white, it's just sin or no sin, it's just stuff like that. It's just, I have a hard time with that because it's just so close-minded and so just, I'm just like, how can you not think otherwise? I'm just like, people, just shut up and get along. Or shut up and see it how it really is, or shut up and see it from my view, kind of thing. But in actuality, if someone believes something and you say something to try and change it, if they believe it, it's not going to change. So don't try and change other people's views if they view something some way. Just oh no, you're a devil worshiper. If someone says that to you, just be like, think whatever you want to believe, but I'm not. And cut it off there. Don't even take it any further. Don't be like, you want to take it outside, yo? You want to take it outside? Don't do that. Don't do that. That is the worst thing you can do, because if you just fight someone over it, then they're just going to give the pagans a bad name. Try and live up to what pagan people get labeled as. Sweet, loving people who are really accepting. That's how the majority of the pagan community gets viewed. Through, people who are interested in the pagan community. Yeah, we get viewed as, devil worshippers sometimes, but that's from ignorant people. And, that's okay. It's gonna happen, and the best way to deal with it is to be calm and composed and collected. My 3 C's. I live by that like it's my life. Not really, not my life, but I live by it. And what else was I going to say? I was going to say something else. Darn it, I should have taken notes. With religious tolerance, if, I'm not saying that you have to go out of your way to be like, oh, I accept your religion, kind of thing. You don't have to accept their religion. There's a difference between tolerating and accepting. Tolerating is putting up with it. You're like, okay, I'm not going to say anything hurtful, I'm just going to listen to you talk, and then we're going to move on. Accepting is oh, absolutely, I totally understand what you mean. So, you don't have to accept it. If you can't accept it, you can't accept it. And I'm not going to lie, and I feel a little bad about this, but I'm working on it myself as a person. I'm trying my best to work on at accepting other people's religions because I'm good at tolerating them already. And I have friends who I haven't been able to talk with, just people in my life, I'm just like, look, I can't handle it. I'm not there yet in my own life. I can't handle talking to you right now. Because I don't want to say something that's going to hurt you, So you need to know yourself, and you need to know your boundaries and when you need to walk away so you don't say something hurtful and you don't start a fight. Because, you don't want to spread negativity around. It's a lower energy level, and no one wants to waste our little life that we have on being sad all the time, and it's not something you want to do. You just don't want to do it, so we're not going to do it, okay? We're not going to do it. So, I think that's pretty much all I have to say. Love and tolerate. It's all about love and tolerate in the brony community. Alright, that's my My Little Pony story of the day, and about my religious tolerance views. I don't really know what else to say besides the fact that just try and, be skeptical on everything. Even your own religion. Like, I'm skeptical on Wicca. I still am. Some things that I've heard, I'm just like, okay. I'm like, okay, maybe. I've heard some crazy things. I've been to some crazy places, and I know some crazy people. And I guess I'm just going to be skeptical about everything. Alright, well, I hope this helped you guys. I really highly suggest, especially online, hate comments. I get hate comments, but I just deal with them in a nice way. It's not an issue. If someone, attacks you, rawr, you're going to hell, just don't be like, well, you're going to hell because blah, blah, blah. That's very un-Christ-like. Or just, I don't know, don't start a fight. The best way to win is to just ignore someone. But the only time I say something is when someone else is attacking someone who views my videos. That's not okay with me. So I'm just like, no, leave them alone. Because they're here because they're enjoying me, they're enjoying watching me and getting help, and you're just, ruining the experience. So please leave me alone, and please leave my viewers alone, because that is not cool. So I hope this helped. If you guys have any questions or anything or any issues that you've been having personally with tolerating a religion, or someone tolerating your religion, you can message me or leave a comment, and I'll definitely get back to you guys and help you guys out. But until next time, blessed be, and bye.